Hey everyone, thought I'd do something a little bit different with this video and do some voiceover. My name's Mitch. This is my 75-gallon community tank, and I recently did a video where I just kind of showed off the tank. This is specifically pinpointing and talking about some of the algae going on in the tank and maybe some of how I'm fighting it. And you can see on the Amazon sword, I feel like the majority of my problems are on these Amazon swords and also my Nubius that are in the tank. You can see a little bit of algae up there. I'm not sure if it's a blackbeard algae or a hair algae. You can see to the right the really tall leaf along the edge there in the light. You can see this algae very clearly. And here's a close-up of it. It may be a hair algae. I'm going to let it run its course and just see what's going on. I've increased my fertilization on this tank, and I think it might just be those changes that might be causing it. What do you think? Make sure you comment below. Looks like blackbeard algae to me. And here's some more of the algae. Like I said, this Amazon sword's got a lot on it. I've had these swords for about as long as I've had a planted tank. Lots of mollies swimming around. And you can see here there's some of the algae on some of my crypts. It's not on every leaf. This leaf is probably one of the worst. And you see I've got a buddy there, one of my mollies, taking care of some of that algae. I am actually going to be out of town for a few days coming up soon, and I'm wondering how much of this algae will be gone when I return. You can also see there's some green spot algae on this leaf. And here is my pathetic Java fern. This was such a huge piece of Java fern. I had so many leaves going at one time. If you've been following my tank, you know that I tried to starve off the algae, and this plant just looks worse. And here is another one of my heroes in the tank. This is one of my Nerite snails. The video was a little shaky, so I didn't get to keep most of it, but he was eating along the glass and then started eating on a rock, so that's why I cut away. You see all the algae on the substrate here and on this crypt parva, which is really sad. Really wanted to see this crypt parva take off, but right now it's fighting that algae. We'll see how it goes. Any tips? I'd love to hear them. You can see some green spot algae also on this crypt. Not so much the hair or black beard, but definitely some green spot. And here's my Nubius Nana Petite. You can see there is definitely blackbeard algae growing on this plant. I have hit it with peroxide before in the past, and it did take care of it. But I'm trying not to do a simple fix, trying to work things out. Right now, I've read a lot that blackbeard algae can be caused by CO2 levels being too low, or that it could be because the CO2 levels fluctuate. I've been doing really large, and here's my hero again. It's the same molly. CO2 levels can fluctuate with large water changes. And lately I've been doing some larger water changes, trying to keep my nitrates and stuff under control. From where this tank is a little, probably way overstocked. I've had some issues with my mollies, and so I've been nursing them back to health. I had some live bear disease get in the tank from some new purchases, and they're treated. Everybody's good, so I'm just watching them before I start taking them to a local shop. And you can see the blackbeard algae growing on this Nubius. I've had this plant as long as I've had those Amazon swords, maybe longer. And you see there's some dead plant laying there, the white thing. I pulled that out right after I recorded. Didn't happen to notice it until I got down there with the camera. But you can see the algae. There's also a lot of green spot algae on this Nubius. So yeah, just kind of looking at the tank here. This is my 75-gallon tank. I love this tank. I love playing around with it and learning. And just trying to find balance in the tank. Thank you for checking this out. And I recently added these stem plants. I love Ludwigia repens or repens, and I wanted to add it to the tank to help with the filter out everything. and boy, it is eating up the nitrates. Thanks for checking out this video. Thank you to the 4 who have subscribed. That's pretty awesome. And feel free to comment and like, and hit the bell. And thank you for all of your help. I really appreciate it. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just recording on a video. You'll find if I do these, I ramble. You probably would prefer just the music. Thanks, everyone.